focus on next problem, that is problem number 10.36. Here this is the question given and the task is to find out this voltage V and this current I. Okay, in the question it is mentioned that diodes are ideal, means they are going to be short circuit, replaced by short circuit when they are on and open circuit when they are off. Okay, now to solve this kind of circuit, first we need to find out the states of these diodes. We don't know whether they are on or off. Okay, first we need to find out the states. Okay, now to find out the states we apply two tests. First is short circuit test, second is open circuit test for each diode. Okay, short circuit test means we assume this diode to be on, means replace it by short circuit and then find out this current. Okay, means in the short circuit test we are going to replace the diode by this model. Okay, this model, and find out this current. If this current comes out to be positive, then the diodes are on, otherwise your assumption is wrong, then you have to go for another test. Okay, that is the open circuit test. Again I will repeat. First we need to find out the states of the diode. For that you apply two tests, that is the short circuit test and open circuit test. In the short circuit test you assume that the diodes are on and then replace it by short circuit like this one. Okay, and then find out this current. Okay, this current has to be positive, means after solving the circuit the current must comes out to be positive, then only your assumption is correct, then you can move on for calculating the other part. Otherwise you have to go for another test because your assumption is false, because if this current comes out to be negative then your assumption is false, then you have to apply open circuit test for the same diode. Okay, and then if you got correct results in the open circuit test, then you can move on. Okay, now in the open circuit test you assume the diode is off and replace it by open circuit like this one. Now here you have to find out the diode voltage, this voltage with this terminal positive, this negative, and this voltage must comes out to be negative. Okay, must comes out to be negative, then only your assumption is true. Again I am repeating, in the short circuit test your current has to be positive, this current, not this current. Okay, you will assume the current in this direction only, and this current has to be comes out to be positive, then only your assumption is correct, then you can move on. Otherwise you have to go for open circuit test. In open circuit test you will assume the diodes are off. Okay, and then you solve the circuit and then calculate the value of voltage. Again this side positive, this side negative. Okay, and this voltage must comes out to be negative this time, not positive. Okay, negative, then only your assumption is correct, then you can move on. Okay, then open circuit test is validated. Okay, so open circuit and short circuit test is applied for each diode. Okay, you can simultaneously apply short circuit for this also, this also. Okay, and then solve the circuit. Total 4 combinations is there. Okay, this is on, this is on, this is on, this is off, this is on, this is off, and both are off. So total 4 possibilities are there. So you have to check all the possibilities. Okay, now you can start with short circuit test. Okay, let's solve this circuit using the short circuit test. We will assume this is shorted, this is shorted. Okay, and then circuit look like this one. Okay, now this becomes a fairly easy circuit. You can solve it using KCL, KVL. Okay, and find out all the branch current, this like this one. Okay, and then calculate the current across the diode. This current is your I1 and this current is your I. This current is equal to this current minus this current. Okay, and calculate all these value. I have already calculated, and it comes out to be that is I is minus 7.5 and I1 is 1.5 milliampere. So this current comes out to be positive, but this current comes out to be negative. Okay, so our assumption of short circuit test pass for this diode but fails for this diode. Okay, so now we are going to apply open circuit test for this diode. This diode, let's say it to be short circuit test only. Okay, then again solve the circuit and now calculate this voltage, this plus, this minus. Okay, let's do it. this is that assumption. I apply short circuit test for this one, open circuit test for this one. Okay, now calculate this current. Again this current comes out to be positive, no problem. This current is again positive, no problem. Now calculate this voltage or apply KVL in this loop and find out this voltage. Okay, now this voltage I calculated, it comes out to be around -5 volt. Okay, so it comes out to be negative. Okay, so our assumption is correct. So D2 is off and D1 is on, that is this is off and this is on. Now we know the states of the diode. Now it becomes a fairly easy question to solve. Okay, so after solving, it comes out, V comes out to be 10 volt and I comes out to be 0. Okay, because this is off, so obviously the current is going to be 0. Okay, this is off. This is off, current is going to be 0. This voltage you can simply find by voltage division rule. Okay, because this is on. Okay, so we'll meet in the next question. Okay, thank you.